Morning, outdoor junkies. Hope you're having an amazing day. Happy Friday, for me anyway. Not when you're watching this, but a couple more quick videos here out in my beautiful tree. After some of our totem videos this week, I got a comment back from AH. That's all he is listed as on there, on the comments. Asking if I could do a few more totem videos. Specifically asking about a stop and go method. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Stop and go method is probably one of my favorite methods to use when rappelling with a totem. Now, I don't rappel with a totem very often. My preferred device is still a CRITR. I kind of did a little bit of a discussion on that versus the Hoodoo last fall. If you want to go check that video out, I'll link that up here. But when I do rappel with the totem, it's either in a stitch plate throttle mode, as of coming off of the Jester, or a stop and go mode where I can go hands-free if I need to. And it's a really fun way to do this. If you want to go hands-free at some point on the rappel, or if you don't have a bottom belay or top belay and you want that safety backup. So to rig into this, it's kind of weird. You're gonna take your totem and you're gonna punch a bite of rope through the large hole in the totem, and then you're gonna put a half twist in it. And you gotta get it right direction. Okay, there we go. Half twist. Takes a second to figure it out sometimes. You gotta have it just right. And that half twist, once it's on there, your rappel line has to be below your load line. Or your brake line, I should say. Your tail has to be underneath the load line when you twist that over that small neck. Okay, let's get that twist on there. And then I'm gonna hook it to my rappel device in that large hole. I'm not hooking it in the small holes on the end. It's kind of counterintuitive a little bit. You don't think about it. And that, when I load it now, that load line locks off and pinches this tail into that totem, so I can be hands-free. Now, if I were to loosen this up a little bit and give it some slack, this has a potential that this loop could pop off that neck and I'm no longer going to be connected. So I'm going to take my Canyon quick draw. Canyon quick draw is a quick draw with 2 locking carabiners as opposed to what climbers use with just gated carabiners. I'm going to clip in to that small hole, lock that, and then attach the other end of that quick draw onto my harness and lock it. So now I've closed that system so that that loop won't pop off, or it won't get very far anyway. So, and that's the whole rig for the stop and go method right there with the totem. Now to operate this, obviously I'm not moving. Well, that's tensioned up. So this one requires your non-brake hand, for me, my left hand, to physically pull that totem and hold it into place up above, straight up. And now I can rappel. I'm gonna get some rubbing right in here on this carabiner, so that's gonna add a little more friction, but I can rappel with that. But as soon as I let go of my left hand with the tension, that's gonna pull it back and lock that whole system up so that I can't continue my rappel. And that's the whole system. That's this stop and go method with the totem. It's really nice, like I said, when you don't have a bottom belay and you want that extra security. However, as you noticed, go back up here. For that to work, I physically have to have my left hand up there. So the problem with this rig is if you're going down a drop where you've got to have your left hand off on the rock, pushing away. If you're going over an edge and you're kind of belly sliding or something, and you've got to have your hand on that edge to sit down and slide off or whatever it takes, then this device is not going to function real well, because you got to do this and then let go and then do this and let go. So it's not perfect for every scenario as a first man down, but it works pretty well if you can keep your left hand up there. It's really great for lock-offs if you know you're gonna have to go down halfway and lock off or something. It's perfect for that. So there you go, the stop and go method. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come join us on our adventures. We'll see you on the next video. Look, I put my harness on one leg at a time, just like everybody else.